Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm stoked about how the last one went. This one, honestly, for the moment, I would describe myself as a hater on this one. I'm not thrilled with this team. I'll be a fragile bamboo. Didn't sound right when I said it, but what's done is done. I don't think this team can win. Here's how this team can still win. It's a document containing 0 text. But that's okay. Oh, this is not good at all. This genuinely doesn't really improve our station. What? Okay, well, you know, there are positives here. Let me count them. The major positive is that we could get an early level 3, which could get you to a early bison enabler, which really doesn't seem like it's gonna cut the mustard with the amount of scaling that's on the weekly this week. But it gives you a chance at a badge, right? Like, you're like not necessarily good enough to take. This is not good. I don't want... I'm going to combine you again 1 level up, okay? So for now, I genuinely think that's the best play. And I am not happy with it. This is just stupid at this point. You must be joking. We're not going to win this round. The stats are just not good enough. The mouse was not built for this level of carrying. It doesn't matter what our opponent's team is. You don't have to have a strong team to beat us right now. Tomo shorted my cord for a second. Hey, buddy. Hey, can you... No. We're going to go this way, okay? Can you get out of here? He loves being in the cords, man. Tomo, I'm sorry. I gotta expel you from the office for now. I don't want to do it. I tried putting you in the cat house. You said no. I tried putting you behind the monitor. You said no. You must now vacate the premises. Obviously, the cord should not be in a position to do that in the first place, but I don't think they built it to be, you know, smashed into with a tail whip either. Okay. Do you have any audio? If I do this? Do you have audio? Yes. Okay, fantastic. So we're not leveling up this turn. You're getting one of these. None of these other units are good enough. But you got to make some choices. Spider could save our life. Makes our frilled dragon that we're inevitably going to sell slightly better. And we're going Big Mouse, okay? Big Mouse strikes again. No, Big Mouse strikes probably for the first time. If at all. I'll give you the straight dope. I don't think realistically we had any chance to win that round either. This is where we could, in theory, start to win rounds, but probably not. That's the unit we needed, which is very nice. Do me a favor, take a cucumber for now. I'm going to level with you, even though there's another frilled dragon. I think I'd rather just have a panda. I know he's not doing a lot for you right now, but... we'll keep a snail. We can keep a snail. I think we can add another tropical fish, too. I think we're in full, insane scalo mode right now. I don't think a bison's going to do it for us, but it was probably the best thing we could have gotten on the level up. Maybe if we get a caterpillar ASAP, we could... I think we're going to win some rounds now. But I think that we need a late-game plan that pops instantly, because... if it doesn't pop instantly, obviously this is not perfect, then we have no room for error. Hot take, I don't think I need you to scale that much anymore. Like, garlic is so good, man. I just gave you the cucumber. I'm going to give you the garlic. And honestly, for now, just take one of those. I can't afford to lose right now. It sucks to overwrite a food, but I really think, we're in win now mode. Sometimes you gotta practice bad asset management if your cup window's open. Everybody, a lot of people be like, no, no, I would just never make bad trades. I would never make bad trades if I was a GM. I would make the best trades. Everyone would marvel at my trades. You see what you sound like? Why don't the GMs simply check JFresh's analytics before they'd make any trades? Model being wrong? No, models are... I've never heard of the quote that all models are inherently wrong as they're approximations of the real world. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm going off a little bit. I'm not anti-advanced stats, by the way. I'm pro-advanced stats. Just saying when people use them as if it's an EA Sports objective measure of a player's value. It's not. It's a model. You got to understand both the shortcomings and the values of a model. Now, let me tell you, I know we just invested in you. We're getting the links instead. Just call me General Manager Brad McCrimmon. Now, I would love... No. Okay, we wait a round. It sucks to wait one round because it slows down the caterpillar in a big way. However, this caterpillar is the most important part of our overall plan. It's a really weird spot because we're like a team that has to win early because we won't be able to... Even with like two 50-50s with melons or peppers, we lose in the late game, which sucks to hear, but is true. So, how do we get around that? Well, we have to win early, which means the caterpillar has to scale as soon as possible. Yet we didn't buy it as early as we could have because the finances didn't work out. But I'm unwilling to sell this unit that has garlic that has a tendency right now to 2-for-1. Holy cow, we're actually, or more than 2-for-1. Right now we're going up against another big mouse. And our mouse wiped their whole team. That's a little surprising. Here's the thing. I would add. It's actually not a bad team for Death Touch. I think I'm willing to sell Lynx, buy Cow, buff here, sell Cow. Did I say... No, did I say it's not a bad team to buy Lynx? I meant it's not a bad team to buy Walrus. By the way, nothing frozen in the shop, so we're getting guaranteed tier 6 on level up. Things you love to see. That's one of them. That is one of them. There's no doubt about that. Holy cow, we went through the melon armor. We got to 5. Right. No, the shop was still packed. At 9:14. You know what? This is good. This is good. Even though I just leveled you, I think you gotta go. But then if I add a green pepper to you, you could have it overridden by Death Touch. You know what? I'm going psycho mode. It's psycho, it's sicko, it's everything. I'm gonna bet on not losing the next round anyway. I'm gonna cow it up. And I am gonna keep buffing you. You are gonna max out pretty soon. But you'll still keep generating attack. You know what? It's just a fun creature. Let me get a leopard. Let me just get a leopard out there. I just like it. Let me think about this. We would have a 4-4-3-1. Not a... Unless we sold... No, if we had, we would have a 4-4-5-1. I don't think the poodle's the play. I'm not investing any more in the tropical fish. I don't think we need a level 3. I was probably sell you. No, I don't know. Maybe I would sell you at this point. Maybe you're no longer. It's just hard because you've done so well for us. But by the time you're obviously not 1-for-1ing, it's too late. Because our HP is so freaking low. Now the leopard, I think, is not all that. Unless we can actually get it to level 2 and start buffing it. But we are in need of, like, and I can't believe how well this is going right now. We are in need of a buff inheritor. This is an obvious one. Nobody, we give one stat, who cares? You need a green pepper, that's a gimme. You've got enough cucumber. Are we gonna, well, you got enough health too. Are we gonna sell you? Yes. What am I thinking? Of course we're gonna sell you. Sell me, buy me, sell me, buy a cat. This is like the... How did I not spot this earlier? Like Austin Powers, Machine Gun Jubblies. How did I miss those? Well, where did that rank in AFI's top 10 American movie quotes? Highly, hopefully. The question becomes, well, that was close. Is our cat fast enough to scale our leopard to relevancy? And I don't know. But I will tell you that I think at this point, you're gone. I think you served your purpose. I think you need one of these early because you're about to scale like a son of a gun, because get ready for this. What was there? If that overwrote the cow, I would have lost my mind. Like already this leopard's kind of popping. Obviously our caterpillar leveled up. You need it. If we have to run a cow, we have to. We could buff you, and you. That's a 2-2 buff instead of a... Well, it's a 2-2 buff permanently. I don't like the way it affects our position, to be honest. I think you can run a T-Rex eventually. What is this? Is going to give 3 extra stat... No. Yes. No. It's going to give 6 extra stat points. I would rather have a cow. A cow is kind of like a green pepper that does it. It's like you're a 4-6 melon armor. I'm okay with that. I don't love the idea of using a cat to buff sushi. It's not necessary. Oh, what a snipe! What an incredible snipe! I don't think it's necessarily horrendous, but I do think it's not that good. Your snipes won you the game there. I'm not even mad. You killed like a 50-50 before it came out. Now, I love this. I was really hoping to see some chocolate. You can run a T-Rex, I think, and still be pretty pleased. I don't really respect the melon as much as I respect the green pepper anymore. A lot of people are going to say why, by the way. You might not be familiar. The melon still allows you to take damage and be killed unless your HP is above 31. Oh my god, they sniped my best unit again. The green pepper is guaranteed survival. Can I tell you that I just feel like on that one, and I'm not that upset, despite the way that I'm acting and talking. I feel like we got just the slightest bit RNG'd. It's being amazing pants. And I'm only saying that because our 50-50 got killed, like, before it could transform. It's not like a 38-50, whatever. 2 times in a row by what I believe is a lucky snipe, unless it got, like, dolphin picked, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so this is a strange one. You know what? I think we're going to take our level on the duckling. All of these units, you have to sell them at the right time to maximize them, so inevitably we were going to lose some, like, opportunity cost somewhere. Big whoop. We might live. We lived, holy cow. I don't know, maybe we go early huge duckling, for all I know. Probably not. Oh my god, everything is forgiven all of a sudden. Buy me, freeze me. This is the order. I know it looks like it's not. I'm promising you it is. Sell me. Sell me. Sell me. Buy me. Feed me. I don't care about your health, honestly. I need another unit on the squad or I'm going to have just a dog. Sell me. We got 8. I would honestly say buy me and fish for meat. Beautiful. We'll buy another toucan next round. So, like, what are we doing here? Basically, you need it to be like that for sure. I wanted as much efficiency as possible. I wanted the dog to be as strong as possible, as early as possible. We basically paid half price for 2 meats. That's a great deal. We can then amplify the meat by having another toucan behind it. I don't really want to level... in fact, we can just do this. And this would, honestly, with God as my witness, be the most annoying team in history to play against. This team has nothing good going for it really at all, except a really strong dog. But every one of our crappy units at the front is probably going to 1-for-1. Actually, only one of them is, because the sheep is really good. It's just a really strong unit. What do you want me to say? I've been humbled. You got me. I'm still not concerned long term. I'm feeling pretty good long term. Let's take our level. Do like a rooster. I think you set your team up thusly. Now you'd be like a 3-7. Is that the kind of thing we get out of bed for? I'm not even worried about my other toucan. I think you buy a crab for the dog buff, and then you might even be better. You might even be better than a 3-7. We'd love for you to inherit this meat. The rooster can just stay at the back for now. I'm just thinking. Well, I think we probably, like, let me get a buy. Let me get a sell. Let me get a buy. And we'll probably just take, like, a cheap buff next time. I don't think this team is that bad. We got a 10-15 dog that's going to have meat on it. We're going to have, like, a 3-8 crab with meat on it. 3-7? What the heck? What a ripoff. I don't think it's the best team you're ever going to see, but I think it's okay. I also think if you... The rooster is like a hedge. If it gets to get buffed, and you go the distance, like if you go into some late rounds, you're going to be happy you got it, I think. Now, to be honest, I think garlic just goes off. I think it's just really good. But, like, if you can get your rooster a little buffed, and I don't think there's really any rush, but if you can get your rooster a little buffed and you can get it to level 2 or 3, it starts to become, like, unironically the best unit in the game from, like, the mid-game onwards. Please, mathematics! We just needed one more attack, man. Okay, well then you should have had this earlier. I should have thought about that earlier. I don't want melon. Don't get me started on this melon toucan stuff, okay? You gotta go. Can is a buff. It makes our dog buff a little worse. Yeah, this is what I've got going on here doesn't really make any sense. But that's okay. We have a leveled... this is not a drill. I repeat, we have a leveled rooster incoming. Obviously, we lost a little buff on the rooster there. Okay, you don't have to be a genius to spot that. The level 2 rooster with some form of attached scaling. Better than a tropical fish, ideally. Dog at level 2. Suit right now? Okay, you love to see it. One of these. 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 4, 3, 3, 2. At some point you have to go, but first you just go poodle. You have to go next so that our dog gets the buff guaranteed. But this is still pretty great. That's also pretty great. The dog got the buff, never punished. I don't know if this team gets us there, but with a little scaling help, it does have a chance. Holy cow, their team is really strong. Is stronger than mine, for sure. We're going to be on lethal, but I think we're on lethal with a chance. And we've, like, I know we've been saying that, like, a lot recently, but, like, it's actually kind of true here. Wait, so what are we looking for? 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. Sell your 3, buy a 5, because the poodle doesn't buff itself anyway. That's also important. For sure. I think we'll sell... No better 5s seem to exist. Sell your tropical fish. Buy a seal so we get maximized buffs. You're probably going to sell a toucan anyway. Put a rooster in here, the dog buffs still happen. You start buffing a seal, and then you got wide scaling, which still matters. Probably makes up for the limited number of dog buffs we're going to get now that we're attached to some of our units. Still works. Still works. That was beautiful. Okay, we're only on 5 wins. We could still scale more. I think you got to go early, and we'll try to replace you with something semi-useful. It does suck to lose the meat, but we want to distribute some buffs. We want to distribute some buffs. I don't want to buy this rooster yet, because if we buy this rooster and don't combine it, it'll steal a buff from something else. Our other option is buy the rooster, get the 2 health or something, combine it, and then buy a tier 1 or a tier 2, but only a tier 1 is in the shop. Okay, well, let's do that, even though it's probably not good. And I think you go in the front now. I think green pepper in the front is how I like it. And now, like, at least we got some stats on our dog. And the poodle buff was unaffected by our purchase, which means that it went to a better unit. Dude, there must have been like a YouTube video or something, right? Like, there's no other explanation for the fact that yesterday we saw no dolphins and today we're seeing dolphins every round. Right? There's one other explanation. We're playing the same person every round. I didn't think about that. It's definitely possible. This is fantastic. Definitely buy me, sell me. Maybe even freeze this. I bet it hits the... Well, depends on the stakes. But there's a good chance it hits the right unit. Okay. Buy me. Sell me. We could buy a tier 2 and not screw up the dog buffs. Yeah, okay, why not? Not screw up the poodle buffs, I mean. Because the dog and the poodle, they're the same, but different. You know what I mean? Holy cow. Our equipment didn't necessarily get sniped outright. The math worked out perfectly for us. It's a beautiful thing. Nice ostrich. Oh, wait. Okay. Toxic. A little toxic. Yeah. You know why? I'm sick of my best equipment being sniped. Okay, get out of here. Seal buff is guaranteed. It's automatic. Place me. Probably this unnecessary now that I look at it. 2 buffs or you look for a better unit. It's 2 buffs. Place me. Sell me. Stork me to not screw up the buffs, and maybe you get insanely lucky with it, but probably not. We're looking for chocolate. We're looking for good targets for the seal, which I actually think is working out great now, and we're really 1,000% prioritizing the rooster. Level 3 rooster with max stats is going to be a great friend for all. That takes a state. Melons are good, but pepper is better, I think. Roll me. I just don't think we need it. Don't hit the stork. Don't hit the stork. Oh, I should have learned from the error of my ways. You could run some death touch. Honestly, this team actually, it works well with death touch, I think. So why not do this to start with? Maybe you're going to hit max stats. Okay. Honestly, actually, you just make more sense. But maybe you make sense for 1 round. And then the cat makes... You know what? But we're on lethal? Okay, give me the death touch. But if we weren't on lethal... Strong team. Also, can I say... Is genuine, I swear to you. I'm happy to see the badger getting his day on the catwalk, man. Oops. A lot of badger teams now. It's easier to be gracious when you beat a badger team. You lose to a badger team, you're like, this is the worst thing they've ever added to the game. You beat a badger team, you're like, wow, that was fun. Obviously, this has good merit for us. Just hoping to get some foods for which it's actually relevant, but that might not be possible. I'm going to just stack you. Maybe it's not the way they would draw it up at the Super Auto Pets Academy, but... You know, we're on our last round. We got to do... Maybe we should have bought something else then. Good point. That's a good point. Hold on. I'm mathing. He's mathing. Dude, I love... You got death touch? I love having multiple units then. What did I tell you about the rooster? You treat the rooster kind. You take it to level 3. And when you get into those late game situations, you're a big fan of it. Dog did a lot of heavy lifting early. Rooster came through in the clutch at the end. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.